Hello. I'm replying, doing a video response thing for the questions that was posted on the last Brothers video, um, which were originally by Alex Day, and I figured since John Green said, "Hey, I want everybody to do this," I would do it, and I'm getting over a cold. That's why it took me a while. I mean, I watched the video right when it was posted, and it's taken me a while to actually go up because I'm still getting over being sick, which is why I still sound very stuffy. But anyway, um, first question is tell us about your first kiss. Um, like John, I'm gonna assume that they mean like the first like real kiss, like with tongue and stuff. And I wish I had some kind of big romantic story about this, but like what seems to be the story of almost everything in my early years of romantic relationships. It was really uneventful. It was a game of spin the bottle, I believe. I was hanging out with two of my female friends, and they got annoyed because they weren't being included in another game of spin the bottle that was going on at a friend's house because we all got ditched by one of our friends. And so we went over to their place and played spin the bottle, which my odds were good, seeing as there were two girls and me. My odds for kissing a girl was very high, and we played by the rules like you spin twice, you kiss for so long, and that was my first kiss. So yeah, I really wish it was more romantic than that, but it's really not very romantic, which is kind of sad. The second question is, what is the most expensive casual item of clothing you've ever bought? Uh, I don't think I've ever bought a casual piece of clothing that was expensive. I bought maybe a pair of pants or shorts. I don't know. Everything I buy generally tends to be in the $20, $30 range. I've never bought vastly expensive things. Um, if it is really nice, it's a nice piece of clothing. That's what I spend my money on. This T-shirt, which is it's a pretty cool T-shirt, $15 maybe tops, probably 10. Uh, what was the first job you ever wanted as a kid? Um, actually, I was just talking about this with one of my roommates earlier today. Um, I used to run around with my Tiger Talk boy. Don't know if anybody remembers that little hand recorder thing from the early '90s. It was used in Home Alone. I used to run around with my Tiger Talk boy doing radio shows. So I'm gonna say that it was my first dream job was a radio host. Uh, it's still a job I'd love to have. I'm told I have a good voice for the radio, so I have the type of personality. So I think I'll go with that one. Next question is tell us about your group of school friends. So in high school, I was one of those kids who I didn't like to associate with one specific group. I didn't like to associate with the nerds. Didn't like to associate with the popular kids because I thought I was too much of a rebel. I generally like to hang out with a lot of punk rockers, stuff like that, because I thought I was punk and cool. And of course, as we all grow up to find out, we really aren't. Um, and if we don't make that realization that we aren't as cool as we thought we were in middle school and high school, it's kind of sad. I think even rock stars come to the realization that they're not as cool as they thought they were in high school. And anyway, I hung out with a couple different groups. There was a group of kids I hung out with my first late middle school, early high school. A lot of them were video game nerds, and into anime and stuff like that. So I kind of tried to act like I was into anime, which I really wasn't. Uh, and then as I'd say last 2 or 3 years of high school, started hanging out with a crowd of kids from another school, and they were all rockers and into the similar music as me, and just kind of weird and strange, and kind of the offbeat kids from their school. Although one of them was still pretty popular at their school, but they were from a bigger school than me, and I kind of liked that, and I kind of liked the community. I kind of got embraced into that community more than I'd had at my own school. And other than that, I just hung out with some kids from church, and I hung out with kids from a volunteer program I was a part of, the YMCA Leaders Club. So, it really, I didn't really have a set group of friends in high school. I kind of just always branched out. I've always been that type of person. I like to meet as many people as possible, befriend as many people as possible, and I've just, it's just how I am. Um, What would you name your kids? Well, I had an ex, and we had this cruel joke going on that if she and I were ever to get married and have twins, we would name one Sam and one Ella. So if we were giving them to our parents for the weekend, we'd call them Sam and Ella. Say, yes, I gave my mother Sam and Ella because we're cruel like that. Also, I don't know. I've always been attracted to the name Elliot for a guy. I think it's a good name for a guy. Obviously, I mean, it can be a girl's name too. I'm a huge Scrubs fan. I'm all for girls named Elliot, sure. Um, but personally, I think it's a good, strong name. Elliot's a good, strong name. Um, I don't really. This isn't really something I put a lot of thought into. Other than that, usually, if I'm dating somebody and like that conversation always kind of awkwardly comes up in a relationship, where it's like, oh, if we were to get married and have kids, what would you want them to be called? And I generally just kind of agree with whatever the girl that I'm dating says. Uh, who would you want to answer this survey next? If you watch this, you haven't, do, that'd be cool. It let me know that there are other people watching my videos and whatnot, and that'd be cool. Also, subscribe to my channel. I know there's not a lot of really cool stuff up there now. It's just kind of seems like the ramblings and rants and ADHD mind, whatever's of me, and I'm looking at doing some more things with it. Definitely looking at doing some more creative things. Looking at getting a sketch show together. It's a lot of stuff. Stuff will happen soon. Stuff will happen. More music, sketches, possibly Doctor Who reviews. I don't know. I'm thinking I'm giving that up. I haven't done it in 3 weeks. So, yeah. Subscribe and stuff will happen. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, if you watch this, do it. All right. I shall talk to you later.